charge mode. Okay, we on charge. No one's probably even gonna go on my live anymore because I haven't made videos in so long. I'm just gonna let some people roll in here. Hey, what's up, Florida man Dan? Hope you ain't living in no caravan. Oh, what's up? We got Dylan LeBove in the chat. I didn't think anyone was gonna come in here, man. I thought, bro, it was so depressing when I looked at my freaking YouTube studio app the other day, and I had like 42 views. That shit was depressing. I ain't gonna front. But your boy up in sober living, your boy up in Buffalo, Minnesota. Oh, whoops, I dropped my location. Don't tell anyone. Um, your boy is working on his relationship with his girl. Dude, we're doing better than ever, you guys. I've been clean for about a month. Been clean for about a month. Why haven't I been making videos? Well, it's a long story, but basically somebody took my iPhone, and it's a very long story, and probably rightfully so that they did because I broke their phone, and yeah, you guys, it was bro. Excuse me while I eat my soup. ¿Qué pasa, homie? Pensa que estamos haciendo un instrumento en la prisión del Canado. Hmm. I have no. I somewhat know what that means, but so. Do you guys want me to break down what happened, why I relapsed, um, and dude, the game is so much different from even when I relapsed a long time ago. Good job, Dylan. I'm glad you're on methadone, bro. And anyone who says methadone is a bad drug, it isn't good. They're full of shit. Suboxone is just as bad, if not worse, than methadone. I'll stand by that for the rest of my life. But at the end of the day, an opiate is really an opiate. Suboxone, methadone, fentanyl, obviously fentanyl, heroin. Well, heroin honestly really isn't that dangerous, but the problem is with those drugs is yes, they are very addicting and they cost so much money that they end up putting you in these terrible situations in life and then you end up doing crazy shit because you're so physically addicted to the drug. However, that's a conversation for another day. So, break it down. Your girl is your best thing you got, bro. You ain't lying, dude. Um, this last relapse really made me realize how much I was taking her for granted. Um, and you guys got to realize, like, I'd say a big chunk of this relapse had to do with me coming off Klonopin and the extreme damage it did to my brain, my nervous system, my neurological system, whatever you want to call it. I'm still dealing with issues regarding that kind of stuff. Um, my memory is terrible. I'm very jumpy. Um, just a lot of shit like that. But it's slowly, my personality is starting to come back. Things are starting to get better. But it's weird when I was coming off Klonopin, like I started getting all these thyroid symptoms. Like I was having like hyperthyroidism, Hashimoto's, hypothyroidism, thyroid toxicity, whatever you want to call it. Basically what happened was like my whole metabolism changed. Like my muscles got sore. Like I was super tired. Like I literally like couldn't even walk one block without feeling like I just ran a mile. Like my poop was different. Like, dude, just real talk. Like everything, my whole body started slowing down, and it was extremely scary because I thought I had some kind of like disease or disorder. I didn't know what was going on. Went to the ER like 3 different times. Your levels are fine. So I kept looking it up, and most likely what I probably had, or I still somewhat do have some of these symptoms, but they're much less bad now. Most likely I developed some kind of like temporary thyroid issue, probably from coming off the Klonopin, maybe from being on Suboxone, methadone, opiates for a long period of time. Who knows? But all I know is it's getting better, and I'm trying to put that shit in the past. My poop was different, Luke G. Yeah, yeah, I know. Oh, haha. I'm just trying to keep it real with y'all, you know? Shit. Eat some chili. What's up, Holden? Well, I was relapsing for about a month, maybe a little longer. Um, so, anyways, like I was telling you guys, so let's go back to about early June or late June, ha- rather, right around the 4th of July, right? So, previous to this, me and Leah were having issues because I was coming off Klonopin. And I was cranky as hell. My whole personality changed. I had no energy. And I was just being a dick, Like, I wasn't a good boyfriend. I wasn't a good person to be around. And we got into a huge argument one day. I went to sober living, whatever. So I go to sober living for like another month. And like, my withdrawal symptoms just don't get any better. Don't get any better. So eventually, I had rats in this other sober house I was in. I left one day, went to Leah's for a couple days, then went back to my dad's house. Anyways, fast forward to like, roughly 4th of July. Me and Leah, we were trying to rekindle our relationship again. And the thyroid symptoms were still really, really bad. So, basically, and this isn't, I'm not excusing my use, but because I was like I literally couldn't function, you guys. Like, my health was deteriorating. Oh yeah, and I did relapse before the 4th for like 2 days. So I relapsed for 2 days, and then like went through withdrawals, and it like made all my symptoms worse. I was trying to get back with Leah. We were hanging out a little bit, and her parents have a fireworks stand, right? So I was going to her fireworks stand, helping out a little bit here and there, just hanging out. And we were hanging out for like 3-4 days. But one of these days, I wanted to keep up. Like, I was sick of being sluggish. I was sick of being like, hey, can we just hang out at the house and watch him? Like, I was literally like the Debbie Downer. So, the place I was staying at, family members, a person there smoked meth, right? And I basically knew if I ever wanted to relapse, just go downstairs, open a couple drawers, and boom, there's like a loaded crystallized bubble with that shit in it. And I was off to the races. Um, and it's so funny that like I didn't think that she would notice it because she's a recovering meth addict. Like, that was her main drug. I was pretty much her only drug. She didn't do heroin really. She tried it a couple times, but anyways, so we hang out. This is a little before the 4th of July, and I'm doing meth. And right away she's asking me like, hey, what's going on? Like, is everything okay? And like, so she's catching on right away. She's feeling the vibes. She doesn't know it 100% yet, but she knows. She doesn't know, but she does know, if that makes sense. So I think it's like the day before the 4th of July, right? Maybe like 2 days before. We hang out. We're at her parents' fireworks stand. They own a gas station and they sell fireworks outside the gas station. So I'm going inside this gas station, hitting bulbs, coming back out. And she even brought this up to me the other day, like yesterday. She's like, "You were wearing your glasses the whole time. You go in the gas station, you come out, and you'd wear your glasses the whole time." And she's like, "You were wearing your glasses at night." And it's just like, that's just little shit like that. People notice that shit, you know. And so, anyways, so basically she kind of puts two and two together, but she still doesn't 100% know. And I mean, I may be sharing a little too much, but I'm gonna say it anyways. But we end up, making love one night, and whatever. I don't remember exactly what transpired, but anyways, she ended up bringing me back to the cities the next day, and her and a family member of mine were in communication because I had been relapsing and they were communicating or whatever. Basically, one of my family members throws me under the bus, tells her that I'm using. She puts two and two together, realizes, oh wow, he was on that shit while we were. She was so fucking pissed, bro. And we didn't hang out after that. We didn't hang out for a month and a half, or like a month. We didn't hang out for a month. That's how mad she was that I was on meth when we, you know. But anyways, enough about that. So, man, a lot of crazy shit happened, you guys. Like, shit that I don't even know if I'm ready to talk about. Like, not even like the drug shit, but just like personal shit. I had some people backstab me and my family, and
That's actually not bad.
how did you get back on subs? I fucked up. Oh, I'm gonna get to that, bro. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to why subs. I've talked about this before, but subs and the new Fetty really they don't mix. I'm gonna tell you why. I'll tell you why in a bit. In a minute, but Nick, I got YouTube live going on, bro.
What's good, bro?
I got 18 people.
No one. What's up?
That's my roommate Nick. He just made me some fucking chili. What's up? Say what up.
What up, guys?
So yes, and I will get to that. So, anyways, I'm staying at a family member's house, right? I'm staying at a family member's house, and Leah is pissed at me at this point. Okay, she's extremely pissed at me, and she's talking to this family member. Okay, well, this fucking family member, bro. I honestly, people are telling me that it was because I was high, I'm delusional. But bro, this family member starts telling me, I've been talking to Leah every day. He says it one time. I'm like, whatever, cool, bro. Like, cool story. Thanks. Like, I don't give a fuck. You can talk to my girlfriend. I don't care. Then he says it again. Then he says it a third time. And by the third time, I'm like, bro, why do you keep mentioning that you've been talking to my girl, bro? Like, cool story. Like, I talk to her every day too. Like, and then when he tells me that, I look through his phone, and I see him kind of like low key hitting on her and shit. You know, like trying to pull some creepster shit. So then I fucking freak all the way out, bro. Cause like, you can fucking insult me, you can do this, you can do that. But if you fuck with my girl, bro, I'm telling you, like that is something that like I don't fucking play with, bro. And I will get fucking extremely violent. Like, and I'm not trying to say that like, oh, I'm some tough guy. I'm not some tough guy. I can defend myself, yes. Tough guy, I don't consider myself to be. But like, I can go crazy. And basically what was happening was he said, I was talking to her because we care about you and we're worried about you. People say that bullshit, bro, but like there's always an ulterior motive behind everything. And like they were basically in one way or another that he was using the fact that she was vulnerable to like do whatever the fuck he was trying to do, bro. And like I was in the car with dude. I grabbed his phone, saw some shit I didn't want to see. He pulls over on the highway, gets out of the car, starts violently trying to rip the phone from me for no reason. Like, me grabbing a phone from you shouldn't make you pull over a car on the side of the highway. Like, if you didn't have anything to hide, you should have just kept driving. Like, I don't know why the need, oh, pull over on the side of the highway, get out of the car, circle around, and then violently take the phone from me. So anyways, he starts like getting all, he was the first one to get violent with me, bro. And then I get up out of the car and he's trying to rip the phone, and after I saw that shit, I was so mad. I just smashed it on the ground. And he's all like trying to do this, trying to do that, and I just like, bro, overpowered his ass quick. I'm like, sit your ass down, bro. And I just skirted out of that bitch, and I fucking ran up the highway. And you know, I regret it, man. I don't want to have to be that kind of person, you know, I don't. But I'm done with people disrespecting me, toxic bullshit. Like, I'm done with that shit. But, anyways, so after that happened, Leah's cut me off, family's cut me off, and now I'm basically homeless. So, went back the next day, tried to get my phone. He said, nope, I ain't giving you your phone back. You broke my phone. Rightfully so. I guess I can't really blame him. And that's why I haven't made any YouTube videos, because I've had a phone. It was like a tablet, but can't really make videos with that, right? But leading up to this, I'd been doing a 50-50 blend of black tar heroin and fentanyl. Strong shit. And no, and since I've relapsed, I have not used a needle. Oh shit. Excuse me, you guys. I'm sneezing a lot since I'm on such a low dose of Suboxone. I'm down to 2 milligrams of Suboxone. I'm gonna get some more chili. I'll be right back. That chili's fire, bro. Can I have one more? Nick? Can I have one more thing of chili?
Definitely, dude. Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, my boy.
Eat what you want.
That shit was, dude, bro. You know, how did you learn how to do that, bro? That was really good.
I'm a good cook, bro.
Okay.
Burgers, steak, chili.
All right, you guys, I'm back. So, thanks, Brooke. I appreciate it. Dan, you're on 1.5 milligrams. Yeah, I'm down to 2 milligrams. But anyways, so like I told y'all, I was doing that Fetty Wap, that Fetty powder, and well, it's black tar and fentanyl mixed together. It was my plug that I've had for 7 years, and surprisingly, anyways, I had to message someone to get a hold of my plug. But anyways, that shit doesn't matter. Luke Z, glad to see you back. I'm also from the Twin Cities. Would love to come on and share my story. That's what's up, my boy. If you want to come on the show, send me an email, Gerald, GEROLD, .Luke, LUKE, at gmail.com. Hit me up. I'd love to do a story with you, bro. I just got a phone, so I'm going to start doing more videos. But, so anyways, get into argument with the family member I'm living with. Leah's cut me off. Mom's cut me. Like, bro, I'm at, like, bottom zero, bro. Like, I can't get someone to send me $10. Like, nothing. So, basically, I go back to this person's house who I broke the phone, tried to get my stuff back. He said, get the F out of here. Get the F out of here. Don't ever come back. Don't ask me for nothing. I'm like, hey, okay. I get it. So I leave, right? And the next day, I can't remember if I had money or not. I'm pretty sure I did. And I had a little bit of dope left, and I had a little bit of meth left. So I was fine the next day. I ended up getting some more money though. And at this point, I'm talking to Leah. I'm starting to really realize how bad I fucked up. And I'm starting to realize, like, damn, like, why am I sabotaging my life? Why am I sabotaging people that care about me? Why am I sabotaging? Because at the end of the day, like, you know, yeah, the drinking and drugs itself in that very moment may not be a big deal, but like the domino effect it has and how it will ruin all your relationships, it'll ruin all your friendships, it'll ruin everything. Like it will ruin your life eventually. You know what I mean? And that's just something that you got to be honest with yourself about. I mean, maybe there's some people out there that can do it, and I'm sure there are. But for me, it's a progressive disease, and it keeps getting worse and worse as I keep going, you know? But at my worst of it, I was hanging out with homeless people on the streets of Minneapolis. And what I can tell you is every single bus stop in the city of Minneapolis and St. Paul, not every single, but like every major bus stop, they have these little camps of people smoking blues. You can go there at any time of day. You can buy blues from people, and it's just like open air markets nowadays. It never used to be like that in Minnesota. Minnesota's basically turning into like Portland, Oregon, or the Midwest. Like there's just people just smoke fetty and meth off tinfoil. Like it's just no shame anymore. Like people don't even try to hide it anymore. No, it legitimately, bro. Minneapolis is basically like northern Portland or northeastern Portland. Me and Chili, my boy. But it was an extremely lonely existence, man. It was extremely lonely. Um, I was going to these bus stops because eventually my Fetty dealer just turned his phone off or whatever. So I basically had to go get blues off the bus stops, and I'm telling you right now, the blues are really shitty compared if you're going from doing Fetty to blues, terrible. But it's really not even the specifics about the drugs, about the this or the that. The worst part about it was that loneliness of just, damn, like my family doesn't have my back. My girlfriend doesn't have my back. She ain't even my girlfriend anymore. And like, I just felt literally like I was at the bottom of the fucking world. And no, and like everyone, like I hit my mom up and she was basically just like, why stop bothering me? Like you've done this so many times. And it was just like, and I just realized, I was like, damn, like if I died right now, like yeah, people would be sad, yeah, things would happen, but like people would move on probably pretty quickly, honestly, and not that many people would be surprised. They'd be like, oh yeah, he was a drug addict, like we kind of expected that. And it's like, dude, is that the way you really want to go? No, it's not. And sorry if my eyes look shitty, you guys. It's, I don't know why my eyes are like that, probably from sleep apnea. What's the solution? That's a good question, bro. Honestly, I'm trying to find the solution. You need to get back with Leah. She's a good girl, for real, for real. Yeah, I mean, bro, so I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. So there's a good ending to this story. So basically, the day after that whole argument happened, I start kind of realizing, like, I'm like, dude,
Any kind of sports?
like, what am I doing? Like, I don't want to lose this girl. And I literally was walking around the city of Minneapolis and my heart hurt. And I kept texting that to Leah. I'm like, my heart hurts. My heart hurts. Sounded like a little weeping bitch. But it did, bro. It did. And I kept hitting her up. I kept, I kept using. I kept doing blues. I kept doing math. And So then the next day comes, right? And I'm looking to get into a detox. So one of my YouTube subscribers, God bless her heart, and oh yeah, shout out Christian, bro. Shout out Christian, I forget his last name, Christian Sebastian or something like that. If you're watching this, bro, thank you for that $40. He actually, Christian sent me $40 when I was in treatment. And because when I first, we'll get to this in a second, but when I first got to treatment, I was taking kratom because, dude, the precipitated withdrawals were so bad from the fentanyl, and me trying to take, I was already sober 7 days, still getting precipitated withdrawals from the Suboxone, and, you know, having done fentanyl and then Suboxone, I was dealing with that whole fucking mess. So I had to take kratom for the first like 4 days I was here, and just randomly, like, I was so desperate, I was so sick, and I was so depressed. Like, I really just wanted to, like, I wanted to give up, bro. And Sebastian sending, or Christian, or, yeah, Sebastian sending me $40 for the kratom, dude. Thank you so much. Just wanted to say that, but we'll get to that part. So, anyways, I'm heartbroken. I'm going through Minneapolis, and you know, eventually I put my sights on this place called Ramsey County Detox, which is in St. Paul, Minnesota. So by this day, I'm talking to Leah, and the tone's changing a little bit. You know, like I'm telling her, like I'm going to get help, like I'm serious about this. But I've already told her this many times, like I'm going to detox, I promise. And she's just like, yeah, whatever, believe it when I see it. So it's like midnight, and I smoked like probably 6-7 blues that day, not that many. And yeah, I probably smoked like 6 or 7 blues. Took a couple hits of meth, you know, smoked a couple bubbles, and I had a little bit of liquor. I had a tumbler of liquor because I knew I needed to be drunk to get into detox. So, anyways, I take this bus down to St. Paul, right? First off, this was the sign of the night. This is gonna be a bad night. This crackhead dude gets on there, and he's just like, "Ooh." He's like, "I'm gonna kill you, then I'm gonna shoot you." He's like, "I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face." And he was just like doing this, and like, for some reason, he would like go up to different people on the bus, and he would come up to me, right? All of a sudden, he just kept coming back to me, and his breath literally stunk like shit. Like, and he was crazy, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill you, and then he's like, I'm gonna get this gun and fucking shoot all of you." And we were just like, and everyone was just like, "Oh my gosh." And that was the sign the night was gonna be a bad night. So, anyways, eventually I just got in the back of the bus. Like, I was never really that scared because I looked at his pockets to see if he had a pistol on him or something. He didn't have shit in his pockets. So I knew motherfucker wasn't on shit. He was just on go. Go. But anyways, so we keep cruising. We keep cruising on the bus, right? Cruising on the bus. And I kind of just briefly looked on my little tablet I had on the directions, wrote them down real quick. I was like, "Oh yeah, just take a left here, right there, left here, right there, and then boom, I'll be good." Yeah. So I get to downtown St. Paul, and the withdrawals start kicking in, and I'm kind of pissed. I'm at the bus stop, just fuck. Like, just, I don't know if you guys have ever been in a situation like that, where you're just so pissed off, you just fuck. Like, you just keep, like, yelling at it. It was like a scene out of a movie or something. I was just at the bus stop, fuck. But then, you won't believe this, though. So, I opened my bag, right? And I found a half of fucking blue in there. That was amazing. But the wind was so bad that night, I couldn't even get like a good hit, and like the tin foil was so broken. It was like I wasn't even like getting hits off of it, so it was stupid. Anywho, I get my little temporary relief, if any, barely any. So whatever. So I get on this bus. It's like 1 in the morning at this point. And I'm like, hey, man. Or no. So on the bus, I'll rewind it. On the bus I was on before, I was like, hey, how do I get to fucking, what was the street called? Raymond Street. Raymond Street, bro. He's like, oh yeah, man, you gotta get on the 64. I'm like, oh shit, I'm good. I just gotta get on the 64. Ah, I'm good then. So, anyways, get off in this next bus stop, go to the bus stop where the 64 get off at. I bet. Let's go. So, anywho, wait like 30 minutes. I find that half of fucking blue, and I'm waiting for the 64. So then the 64 gets here. I'm like, shit, we good to go. Get on 64, get a little comfortable, go up to the bus driver. I'm like, hey man, I'm just double checking, but how do I get to Raymond Street? I was like, it's the 64, right? He's like, nah, it ain't the 64, it's the 63. And I'm like, shit. I was like, dude, you're joking, right? He's like, nah, man, it back at that park over there. He's like, but it's and it was on Sunday, so the buses stopped running at like 1:30 or something, but it was 1. And he's like, there's one more bus left. I'm like, all right, let's go, bro. Fucking it. Just, can you stop the bus? All right, thank you. And meanwhile, you guys got a picture. I'm carrying a backpack and a fucking Patagonia duffel bag, and I'm struggling to fucking, it's a heavy fucking duffel bag, and I'm struggling, and I'm getting more fucking pissed off by the minute. So, I'm in downtown St. Paul. It's the capital of Minnesota. Minneapolis, St. Paul, they're right next to each other. 2 big cities. That's why they call it the Twin Cities. So, I get to downtown St. Paul, and it's like this big ass, it's like a bunch of fucking skyscrapers, and then there's this like park in the middle. And it's like 1:30 in the morning on a Sunday. And there's like dozens of people out there. All crackheads, all on bikes. Whatever. I don't even care at this point. I'm not trying to ask people for this, ask people for that, because they most likely they ain't gonna give you anything on the streets. But anyways, I start walking towards this bus stop, and all of a sudden this Native American girl comes out of nowhere, and she's like, walk with me. And I'm like feeling kind of shitty, and like I'm not really in a good mood. I'm just like, whatever, like, okay, I'll walk with you. We sit on the bench. And she's like, do you have tinfoil? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. Get her the tinfoil. She starts doing her little thing with the lighter. She's like, make a, block the air for me or whatever. And I'm just doing it. And I'm like, I'm knowing she's not going to even give me a hit of this blue. And like, I honestly am like so exhausted. I'm so defeated. I like don't even have the energy to be like, hey, can I get a couple hits of that blue? Like I literally was just my tank was on empty. I literally had no energy to ask this chick for a hit. Like I just didn't even care at that point, because I knew, first of all, that like 2 hits of a blue was just gonna like be a little tease, and then I was gonna be right back where I was anyways, and whatever. So I fucking hold the thing up. She hits her blue. Ba 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 ba. I'm sitting on the bench, sitting next to a native chick, and I kid you not, you guys. She goes, next question she asked me. She goes, what did she say? Like, oh yeah, she said, will you tickle my back so I can go to sleep? She's like nodding out and shit. She's just in bliss. I was so fucking mad when I saw her do this. Like, when you see someone, it's like almost an orgasmic nod. They're like, and she's like, will you tickle me so I can go to sleep? And I'm just like, no. No, I will not fucking tickle you so you can go to bed. You didn't even let me hit the blue, bitch. The fuck? Why would I tickle you to go to bed? Anyways. So, 30, 40 minutes have passed. I have no phone. I have no nothing. I have no idea where Raymond Street is. And it's a Sunday at 1:30 in the morning, 1:40 in the morning. The bus is gone. The bus ain't coming. It's on 63. No, it's on 64. No, it's on 63. No, it's on 64. These motherfuckers don't know what's what. I'm getting bad information everywhere. So I looked into this bar. I saw a bartender, maybe a server, maybe it was two bartenders, but they're closing the restaurant. So I waited for them to get out. And I talked to dude and I was like, hey man, I was like, I'm trying to get into detox, bro. I was like, could you look something up for me quick? And I kept my distance so he didn't think I was trying to rob him or anything. But he looks it up for me. Boom. That's only a 16-minute walk. So I'm like, shit, I'm Gucci. Let's go. Anyways, long story short, I took the directions he told me. I looked up and down, couldn't find it. Was walking for 3 hours with my fucking Patagonia bag and my backpack. My back was so fucking sore, you guys. And take in mind, like, I had been walking for like 3 days, bro. Like, my fucking feet were getting like sweaty and fucking sore and shit. Like, bro, it was fucking, dude, it wasn't good, bro. I'm gonna tell you that. Anyways, finally, I'm fucking back to the fuck this shit, fuck my life, fuck this shit. And you gotta realize too, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm gonna just keep it a buck, keep it a spade. I had some little delusion going on, and it still fucks with me. I still don't know if it's delusion. I had a little delusion that my girlfriend and my family member had something going on, right? So think about this. You have no money to your name. Everybody has basically fucking cut you off, disowned you. Your girlfriend has broken up with you. And now she's talking to a family member of your, in your mind. You know, later I would find out this was a complete delusion. But think about that. And you're trying to get into detox. You can't find it. You can't. You're like, you've been walking for 3 days, and now you've been walking for 3 hours just trying to find this detox, and you can't find it. Fucking bus drivers tell you, oh, it's on 63. No, it's on 64. Oh, yeah, Raimi, it's over there. It's right over the bridge. Yeah, it's over there. Like, fucking make me want to fucking, ooh. Anyways, I finally find the place. You guys aren't going to believe this. It says, I'm sorry, but we have, as of June 2023, we have now quit or shut down our facilities, and we are no longer. Hey, shout out Squadcast for the $5 donation. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Shout out Nancy Gill in the chat. Shout out Derp. Shout out Megan. Shout out Paul McDuff. Shout out Dylan LeBove. Shout out Pugonomics R. Fentanyl Anonymous. Squadcast TV. P King. Dylan LeBove. I appreciate you, y'all. Appreciate you. So anyways, man, detox is no go. And I'm stuck in St. Paul at fucking 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, bro. Like, what I felt right then and there was just like, dude, like, what is God doing to me? Like, why is this happening to me? But anyways, on the bottom of the thing it says, however, you can turn yourself into the local hospital, right? And I'm like thinking, okay, well, that's at least something I can cling on to. And then in the distance, I look in the distance, bro. See a big fucking sign that says Alina. I'm like, hell yeah. We going to Alina. Right? So anyways, boom. Alina is like a fucking, only like another 10, 12 minute walk. So shit, we in there like swimwear, right? You guys aren't gonna believe what happened next. I get to Alina. And there's this like little pull-up area, whatever. I'm so thirsty, by the way, you guys. Like, I haven't drank water in like 3 or 4 hours. And like, I'd been drinking, doing meth and fentanyl, and I'm starting to go into withdrawal now. You guys aren't gonna believe this. there was a fucking purple Fanta, a bottle of purple Fanta sitting there, and a fucking piece of tinfoil with like 3/4 of a blue on it. I'm not even fucking kidding you. Like, that's literally like a cartoon where there's like, they're in the middle of the desert and there's like some oasis that pops up and it's like, oh, there's water. There's, oh my God. There was a fucking purple Fanta. Like, are you guys listening to me? There was a grape Fanta and 3/4 of a blue in the corner of this little wall at the hospital. I don't know, bro. You know, I believe in God. I don't know about you guys, but that was proof that God was on my side that night. Because, I mean, think about it. I had just walked 4 hours. Like, that's what I'm telling you guys. That's how popular blues are in Minnesota now, bro. There's just blue, like, oh, there's just like a chunk of a blue chilling at a hospital at 4 in the morning. Like, when does that ever happen? Like, anyways, I'm not going to harp on that too much. But basically, what I did is, like, I ducked off in a little corner and freaking did it or whatever, and it barely did anything. Honestly, I was at the point where the blues weren't really doing much anymore. And so anyways, I check into Alina. Boom. It was dope as hell, bro. Like, it was like you got your own little hospital room. They fucking had a little there's obviously a hospital bed. They had a bathroom. It was like damn near like a hotel room. So they said, hey, we're gonna let you stay here tonight until we get you in a detox. I was like, oh fuck yeah, dude. Like, that is so sick. Cause like, I was homeless at the time. I had nowhere to go, and I was sick of walking. So anyways, get in there. They give me a thing. They give me some Ativan right away because I've been drinking every single day. Then they gave me a thing of phenobarbital, and I was like, shit, cool. I'm straight. Like, I felt great after that. And they said, okay, we're gonna try and get you an 1800 Chicago detox. I'm like, cool, let's do it. So I get the thing at 1800. They send me to 1800. I'm like, cool. You know, I get there at like 9 in the morning, and they give me another little dose of Valium there, and I pack my shit, and good to go. You know, here's the weird thing. I'll just break down 1800 Chicago real quick, real fast. It's like one of the oldest detoxes in Minnesota, one of the shittiest. A lot of homeless people there, a lot of piss on the floor, a lot of shit on the floor. It's gross. The food is fucking terrible. Literally, the food is like 100 times worse than jail food. Don't ask me how that's possible. It just is. It's like the same brand as the jail food. Like, I'm trying to think of the brand name. I can't think of it right now. But anyways, it's like the same exact brand as the jail food, but it's like a step below the jail food, which, like I said again, I don't know how that's possible, but it is, believe me. So yeah, then I get to 1800, and here's the weird thing. I don't know. I did a drug test the other day, and it came up positive for furanol fentanyl. I didn't even have real fentanyl in my system. It was furanol fentanyl. But anyways, whatever furanol fentanyl is, the withdrawals are not like normal opiate withdrawal. Like, I didn't even start going into serious withdrawal until like day 4, day 5, right? I literally didn't. And I was taking my Suboxone at first, and it was kind of giving me these little minor precipitated withdrawals. Like, it would throw me into worse withdrawal, but it wasn't too bad. But I'm telling you, dude, on day 5, I start taking the Suboxone, and like the first 4 days, I slept perfectly. I slept for hours because I had been up for like, at that point, I'd been up for like 3 days, 4 days straight. So I'd been up for like 96 hours. So I slept great the first 2-3 days, right? Shit, 2-3-4 days even, I slept fine. Then I set up this treatment place. Me and Leah are talking. You know, we're starting to like, you know, talk every day. I'm talking her to go to sleep. I'm, you know, doing all that fucking, you know, all that fucking cute shit, you know, talking her ass to sleep, telling her bedtime stories and shit, you know, that all that corny shit. But what was I gonna say? But then I found a place out back by her house, so I could be back by her, so I could be out of the city, so I could not be fucking, you know, tempted to do dope every fucking 2 seconds when I know I could just snap my fingers and go get some if I really wanted to. That's why I fucking Dylan LaBeouf said I didn't get sick till day 4. Bro, I'm telling you that this new fentanyl is something different, bro. It's not the same.
Didn't get sick until day 4.
Um, so anyways, you guys, I get to this treatment center, bro, and I'm fucking getting sicker than fuck by the day. Like, it's day 5, and I'm thinking, oh, it should be getting better by now. Nope. It's getting worse and worse every fucking day. So at a certain point, I'm starting to realize, I'm like, dude, these Suboxones are making it fucking worse. Like, it was day 5, day 6, still getting worse. So I fucking, bro, I was like, you know, and by the 3rd day I was at this new sober house, I was hanging out with Leah again. But dude, when I tell you this, like, I would try to cuddle with her and shit, and I would literally just start sweating and be like hot, cold, and I'm like, damn. So I forget how, but oh yeah. So I went to her house one night. Well, okay. So some family sent me $20. That's how I got the first thing of Kratom. I bought like a little $13 thing of Kratom. I took some of it and I was like, damn, this shit actually helps a lot. Like, I felt so much better. I'm like, fuck this Suboxone, I'm gonna start taking Kratom. But I ripped through that $20 worth of freaking Kratom in like a day. So I was like, damn, this shit ain't gonna be sustainable. I'm already starting to see this shit ain't gonna work. So then I go to Leah's again another night and I find $40 on the ground. And I was like, oh fuck yeah. I was like, I'm gonna buy the fuck out of some Kratom. I already knew that off rip. So get the Kratom again. I buy like 150 capsules. I'm like, all right, I'm taking like, I kid you not, probably like 40 capsules a day. And each capsule had 0.6 in it. So 40 capsules is like, damn, that must be like 22 grams or something like that, roughly, let's just say. But anyways, then Sebastian, shout out Sebastian, one of my YouTube subscribers. I don't know if he's watching this, but I thank you so much, man. I was just, bro, I was still going through these withdrawals so bad, and like, and also like me and Leah were just kind of rekindling our little relationship and like doing this, doing that. And it really helped me get through those first few days, and it helped me kind of rekindle my relationship with Leah, etc., etc. So yeah, what? Oh yeah, and then I had this other roommate who was prescribed Subutex. So after I took the Kratom, I tried taking the Subutex on top of the Kratom. Bad idea. That put me into precipitated withdrawals too. Reddit, all you Redditors who say you can't get precipitated withdrawals from Kratom, you guys are lying. I'm just letting you know that right now. You can, and I did. But then I waited 24 hours after my last Kratom dose, took a Subutex with no naloxone, felt great. Felt great. That was the first time I finally was like, ooh, I feel relief right now. So, yeah, and now it's been 3 weeks. Yeah, about 3.5 weeks. 10:57. Hold on. Hey, I apologize about the connection, you guys. What's up, boys? These my roommates. Patience. Thanks, bro. Okay, hey, is my connection good, you guys? Okay. Sorry, you guys. Sorry if the connection's kind of bad. So good. The connection's good. Let's see one of your guys' letters. Oh damn, we got 48 people in the chat. Fuck yeah. I haven't had this many people on a live in a while. But yeah, you guys, pretty much since then, I took the kratom, which I found out this treatment center has the most extensive UAs known to fucking man. They test for fucking cough syrup here. They test for fucking quetiapine, Seroquel, Remron. They test for all that. Anyways, they ended up finding the kratom in my system. They weren't tripping. Come to find out, this is a medical marijuana treatment, and everybody smokes weed here practically.
Fuck you, bud.
So we got that going for us. Hey, what's up, Kimmy? What's going on? But long story short, I've been here for coming up on 3 weeks. I'm coming up on a month clean. And it was fucking hell. I'll tell you that right now. Because and my Suboxone still isn't working correctly. And I'm only taking 2 milligrams a day because I'm scared that I'm gonna go into.
I have a black friend. Super cool motherfucker, dude.
I am like still going through like not precipitated withdrawals, but the Suboxone isn't binding my receptors correctly. Anyways, I can't take methadone. I'm in the fucking cornfields. But you guys, long story short is I went through fucking hell and back. I got clean. And I'm off Klonopin. I've lost a shit ton of weight. Yeah, I know I'm looking good. And my relationship and everything's going good. So appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm Luke from lukegtv, and I'm out of here. Peace.